What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. And once again, the backup brigade are here. Myself and Mr. Paddy Murphy reacting to Senegal reaching the World Cup finals in Qatar for next winter. A penalty shootout win over Egypt for the second time in as many months. Paddy, I mean, what's your instant reaction? We had it on the radio there. Senegal through once again. It seems very, very harsh on Egypt and our boy Mo Salah.
Yeah, listen, first of all, a massive congratulations to our boy Sadio. Sadio Mane brings his country to the World Cup. He scores the decisive spot kick once again, but I have to I can't help but feel sorry for Mo Salah. He misses the pen this time. He takes the first pen and misses, and Egypt are out. Listen, either way, it's a Liverpool player in the World Cup, but for me, people may not agree, but I had a slight preference for Salah going through, because I feel like he's more important for us. Therefore, I want him to be in better form, yada, yada, yada. Listen, it's, I feel for Egypt and Salah, but what a moment for Senegal and Mane. And yeah, Senegal are through.
Yes, mate. The only reason I really wanted Salah to win, or Egypt to win, is because they didn't win in the final last time. It's just like one of each of them could have been, one each. But Mane winning penalty twice in a row, balls of steel, mate.
Yeah, and it worked perfectly for him. I believe he was on the fourth spot kick, or I think they just must have gave it to him. But yeah, I didn't have much doubt in Mane scoring. It's a shame Salah missed. Also, I wasn't really happy with the lasers that were on show. Like players were getting lasers pointed in their eyes. But yeah, no, it's really sad for Mo Salah and Egypt. In as many months they lose the final of the AFCON and now aren't going to the World Cup. You can only imagine how devastated they are. It's a shame the two countries had to meet each other. It would have been great to get them both through, but yeah, obviously buzzing for Sadio. But I am very, very sad on behalf of Mo. Like we said the last time when he lost the final, that he'll come back to Liverpool angry. Angry Mo Salah is going to be scary. It's been scary for us, not like because he's been poor since he's come back from AFCON. Let's hope this can spur him on a different way and he comes back properly angry this time. But yeah, commiserations to Salah. The fact that he had to miss a pen is really tough as well.
Yeah, he's obviously not the direct correlation of Egypt losing the game. I think that needs to be clear. Like,
yeah,
he's clearly a massive part of their game. But yeah, I mean, Mane's turned up at two very, very big penalties, two very big moments. And yeah, despite the fact there is lasers, I still struggle to feel really much sympathy. It's penalty shootout. Paddy Murphy believes he can score 95% of penalties, then Mo Salah should be scoring a penalty, right?
Listen, I back myself to have a better penalty technique than Salah. Salah scores pens, but his technique is kind of unorthodox. Whereas me, I'll finesse them in the bottom bins. I guarantee I would have scored. Egypt, give me a call for the next one. But yeah, I really, you have to feel for the Egyptians and the players. Wow, it's been a tough couple of months. It would have been nice to one win for the other, and listen, let's be honest though, they're not like neither nation are going to do anything at the World Cup. So, but I know it's always nice to get there. Salah, his 2018 World Cup was kind of disrupted as well from that the injury he had in the Champions League final. It would have been nice for him to get a proper run at this one. It is a real shame, a real shame. But one Liverpool player is there. Whether Mane is a Liverpool player by the time the World Cup comes around is a different question.
Well, yeah, exactly. And we'll get into that more and more throughout the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well and like the video. Craig will be back on Friday, but until then, we will be steering the Anfield Agenda ship and hopefully won't be hitting any icebergs or rocks, mate. But we've seen some contrasting reports coming out today about Mo Salah. One from Sport, which said that he has a 60% likelihood of going to Barcelona at the end of the season. What do you think of that, mate?
Very strange. It's just it's getting boring now. He's getting linked to every Tom, Dick, and Harry just for the sake of it, because it's a contract talk. It's easy clicks for these sites to make up this bullshit. But no, I can listen. Like as time rumbles on, it's possible he leaves, but no, I can't see him going to Barcelona. Although they are, it is a resurging Barcelona. But again, I reiterate, I don't see a world where he should leave, where it's beneficial for him to leave. I think he should stay, and that's the main thing. I hope he stays, but no, Barcelona I think is a stupid link.
Yeah, it's a strange one, but a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, Barcelona can't afford him." No, they've just signed a big fat Spotify deal and cleared about 3/4 of their wages off the bills. Have they scored? Have
Vamos.
they?
The mighty Ireland beating Lithuania. Come on.
Isn't it a friendly?
Yeah. Listen, we take what we get. We take what we get. Yeah, but listen, they probably could afford him conceivably. They have a new financial backing, but why would he go there? It's not like it's for some players. It's not just about money. Apparently it's been disallowed. Brilliant. I feel like in Salah's stage of Salah's career, it's not about money. Ironically, because he wants money at Liverpool, but I think the contract demands at Liverpool is just so he gets paid what he deserves, not like money hungry. Whereas, moving to another club for the sake of money, if they're a lesser club, makes no sense. He should stay at the club where it's suited to him. And I just don't see a world where it's beneficial for him to leave.
No, and someone who I'm not a massive fan of, but he came out and completely contrasted that report today. Fabrizio Romano has said that Mo Salah has no priority of going to play in La Liga, and he is happy where he is. So it's not often that Mr. Romano comes and says anything to right and correct to do with Liverpool, especially at this early stage. But are you encouraged by that, mate?
El Tapid Merchant himself. Yeah, look, I do think he will sign. I just, again, I go back to it. What's the point? He leaves. Where does he go? Who can he go to in the world that's a better fit than Liverpool right now? It's a massive risk at this stage in his career. So I don't see why if he does it, or like why he should do it.
Yeah, it's strange. You mentioned Salah's form. Do you think that's genuinely because he's like angry from AFCON, or do you think it's something to do with his contract situation? Because I think it's the latter, to be honest with you. I think that one's impacting him a lot more than the AFCON defeat and then this defeat will do. It's an off the pitch issue that he can't control. But mate, I genuinely think it's more the contract problem than it is the footballing problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, when he lost the final, I think a lot of us were kind of like, "Oh, he's going to be angry now. That's going to spur him on to do better." But he's probably had his worst period of the well, definitely his worst period of the season, his worst period of the last few years, I would suggest. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's very strange because during Salah's tenure at Liverpool, it's been very rare he's not been performing to the highest degree, not been scoring. But he's had a load of blank games now. And I don't know what the reason for it is. And it would have to be the contract dispute. You'd think surely it's the contract dispute because it's the only thing that kind of lines up. It must be the contract dispute. He's probably not happy. And inherently it's in the back of his head when he's playing,
Maybe. Yeah, I genuinely think if you have a situation as big as this, and it will probably be Liverpool's biggest ever contract announcement if it ever gets done. And it will be one of the biggest things that ever comes out of like Liverpool's social media. I think it just is hanging over him, to be honest. But we can speculate that now. I'm sure he'll come back and firing for the Watford game on Saturday, and hopefully he'll be nice and fit. But massive congratulations to Sadio Mane. I think that has to be said as well.
Oh no, of course. Again, Liverpool versus Liverpool player. At least one's going through. I'm happy for Mane. I am devastated for Salah though. But no, this contract stuff really is pissing me off. It's, right now should be a time where everything is positive for us. We're chasing the quad. There should be no negatives, but this is a negative that keeps coming up, and I'm really blue and I'm sick to the back teeth talking about it, as are you. And I'm sure as everyone here listening to it, until it gets done, I don't want to hear about it again. That's, which is obviously wishful thinking, but that's what I want. Just unless the announcement comes out, I don't want to hear Salah and contract in the same sentence again. And if it's not going to be done, let him go. Sell him. I don't care. If he's not willing to sign the contract, that's fine. We will sell him and we'll move on. We'll survive. We will always survive, no matter who the player is. And I would argue we've had better players than Salah leave the club. We've had players, Suarez. Salah leaving will pale in comparison to Suarez leaving. And I know Salah's won us so much things, but as a player, it's not comparable.
And Liverpool as a squad. Liverpool as a squad and a club are in a much better place than they were.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. if Suarez left during this time, we'd probably be okay as well. But yeah, listen, we've gone through a lot worse. If Salah doesn't want to stay at this Liverpool, then we can go and get someone else. But I hope he does stay. I must echo that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're all in that boat, I think. It's getting more and more frustrating. But yeah, do you see Yaya Touré's been messaging Jurgen Klopp text messages? By the way. Oh, big up. Is that Liverpool or is that Ireland?
Big up, Stephen. Taking every game you can. I believe we can do it. No, I think Stephen's talking about the quad. Stephen, I agree, lad. Hopefully, it's possible. Listen, it's 16 games officially. If we are to win the quadruple, we have to win 16 games. Well, not even win 16 because some of the cup games you might not have to win necessarily. But listen, as the time goes on, the quad is possible. By the end, this month of April is the biggest month in Liverpool history, or could be. If we lose every game, then it's not the biggest. But if we win every game, it's the biggest game in Liverpool history. But thank you again, Stephen, for that super chat.
Yeah, big up Stephen for that. And getting away from the sort of unnecessary negativity because Liverpool have got this run in against Manchester City. This is just purely Premier League. We're not even discussing Champions League and FA Cup, in which the two sides obviously meet. I think it's pretty clear to say, and I think it's pretty obvious to say that Manchester City have an easier running than Liverpool. Paddy, I think that's fair enough to say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, listen, I wouldn't say easier because I don't think the Premier League is easy, but I would say it's a more favourable running. You would say game for game, but again, well, we're gonna go through it now. We're gonna break down. If you want to start with the first game for each club, we're looking at Watford for Liverpool on Saturday. Surely it's a win for Liverpool, right?
There is no. If Liverpool don't win this game, as we've said multiple times, we don't deserve to be anywhere near this Premier League title. 12:30 kickoff. I know there seems to be a bit of a hoodoo after international break. Blah blah blah. Watford at home, any time of the day, any day of the year, Liverpool should be winning that game, and I think 99 times out of 100 they do.
Will the two boys be back? Surely.
Yeah, I think so. They'll be back. Yeah. I don't know whether they'll start, but no Trent, which is another thing we'll cover later. But no, Trent probably will not be ready for the Watford game.
Listen, that's fine. We can. Joe Gomez is a perfect deputy until the City game. If he's out for the City game, then we're a bit of a sticky one. But then again, do you know what? No Trent to get in a weird way. I'd be as confident with Joe Gomez against City, defensively speaking.
I do think I agree in one sense that the target Man City, good teams, target the pocket of space that Trent leaves when he goes forward. That's what good teams do.
Yeah.
And Man City are the best team in the world, in my opinion. So I agree, but then at the same time, he can create something out of nothing.
That's the thing. Listen, no Trent would be annoying, but I think in a weird way it could be a blessing in disguise because, as you said there, teams do look to expose Trent down that right side, and it's sometimes to good avail. And especially City with the passing of De Bruyne and Foden in there, possibly even the Jack Grealish, who hasn't had his best season, but could easily come to life against us. But listen, for us, I think we beat Watford, no problem. City then have Burnley.
Destroy Burnley.
Is there a chance Burnley could take something?
No,
not at all. Nothing.
I'd be willing to put my house on City winning.
Really, convincingly.
Yeah,
really.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Burnley have ever beaten City in the Premier League. I'm going to check.
I reckon they've maybe got a draw of them before.
Manchester City record v Burnley in the last. Okay, so it has been. Okay, so since 2016, Manchester City have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Manchester City have won 13 games, and Burnley have drawn 1.
Well, Burnley got a draw back in 2018 in the Prem. They also, and that was at Turf Moor. So,
Yeah. Honestly, mate, I do not see it happening in any way. I think I even go as far as to say City score 3-4, probably.
Right. All right. So we're saying to lead up to the Man City Liverpool game, we're saying both clubs get another win.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
right.
so.
Okay,
And
fair.
then a lot comes down to this game. To this
Jesus
one.
Christ. Has there been a bigger game in Premier League history? Has there really? Like,
I don't think in modern league Premier League history, I don't think so.
I
But
think obviously you look back at the City QPR game, but that was a game they had to win anyway. They should have won. You know, it wasn't a big game in before. It became big. But going into it in terms of the stature, I think this game is probably the biggest game in the history of the league.
I'm going to say City will win every game because I genuinely think they will. I genuinely think they will win every game. If there's any club in the world, if there's any team in the world that would do it, it would be them.
They've proven to.
However,
they've proven to not be infallible.
However, they have, as we've seen, you know, if I keep saying they'll win, they will occasionally lose because the universe wants to prove me wrong, and I'm happy for that. It's absolutely sound. So I genuinely think City will win every game, but apart from
I don't think
the game against Liverpool, mate, because they can win every game.
Do you think we beat them?
I've got more confidence now than I ever have.
Really?
Because I think this team is the most capable team of beating City.
Would you take a draw right now?
100%. I'd shake your hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I would too. Like, I know a wishful thinking would be let's win, but like we haven't a good record there, and I would definitely take a draw right now.
I'd shake your hand so firmly, mate. It'd be unbelievable.
We're in a position where I know we're 1 point behind, but like we've got ourselves to the position where it's gone from a must-win to a draw could be okay.
Yeah, and that's just a credit to how well this team's done. Like, it's such a big game. It's so big.
Thank you.
I'm scared. I don't want.
So we're saying a draw for the City Liverpool game between us.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm agreeing with a draw. That's 4 points out of 6 for us. Then we move on to Stevie G's Villa at Villa Park, and to be honest, that's a difficult game, and I have a weird, horrible feeling that it could be difficult, and it will make me Gerard, Stevie G. If you're watching, I know you are. You're a big fan of the channel. Listen, you may be a legend. If you stop us winning the title from this one game, I'll never talk about you again. You're done in my eyes.
Shut up. Shut up.
No, Lampard clear if Gerrard stops us winning the league.
Oh God. Okay. Moving on. People will actually believe you. Mate, honestly, there'll be some people who actually.
Do you reckon we beat Villa? Yeah.
I'm worried.
So
I'm worried. Of course, but because Villa Park is a difficult place to go. It's one of the most difficult places to go in the league,
and it's just Coutinho as well. Like, it's just written in the stars, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. I do think we have the capability to you know, if we get an early goal, I think we win 2 or 3-0. But at the same time, I just don't think Villa have the attacking threat as well to really break us down, like our defensive unit. And Gerrard still has to work that out. So I think we'll win.
The game is cancelled. It won't be. It won't actually be now.
Yeah, obviously, but we're talking about it now because
that'd be the City semi-final. But yeah, listen, I think we have enough to beat. Like, you know, like you're thinking, if you're Gerrard, there's a part of you really want to beat Liverpool for the sake of sending out a statement. But then, is there a part where Gerrard's like, listen, don't fucking beat Liverpool, let them fucking win?
This is an incredible comment. I wish I was on 45k a stream.
Imagine. So do I.
Mate, I would be on every day. I'd be chatting all the time, mate. I wouldn't if it was 45k stream.
We're going now. Let's be at we're beating Villa. It's not going to be there, but we're beating Villa.
Now, this is the one I think for City. This is where they could potentially mess up, purely because the challenge that Wolves provided them at the Etihad earlier this season. City only won that game because of one of the most dodgy penalties I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Given against João Moutinho. Which was just like, how on earth? And they have got a record. I mean, when we won the league, they went to the Etihad and won 2-0. Adama Traoré scored twice. Paddy is definitely related to Craig.
He's my dad.
Is he? Is he now?
No, I agree. Right, listen, we're beating Villa. They're drawn to Wolves. Fair deal?
I think Wolves beat City. Do you know what? I'm going back on everything I've just said. Wolves beat City.
Okay,
mate,
deal.
Bruno Lage is doing it, mate.
Bruno Lage. João Moutinho, Ruben Neves. Very good. Neves is out though, isn't he?
I think so, yeah. But I
Right,
genuinely back Wolves.
right. Wolves are winning. Up the fucking Wolves. Right. Liverpool versus United. We're spanking them mank twats.
Yeah, I think we have to be careful of overconfidence in this game because it is still Man United, but
No,
they are
fuck them.
bad. But they are
They're shit.
bad. Like
We're beating
they're
them. They're shit.
awful. I don't think I think Rangnick's gonna start the best team possible because I think
Grand.
he is the only manager who's really had the bollocks to drop Ronaldo. But at the same time, if I was him, I would throw Ronaldo in purely
No, listen.
because
I
United have
understand
to
what you're
score
saying, but
goals.
I know it's Man United, but I'm putting Man United into along with the Watford game. If you don't beat Man United at home right now, you don't deserve to win the league. They're fucking
True.
shit. Simple as that.
It is true.
You
It is
know?
true.
Right. We're beating United. Fair.
Yeah, we'll have
Right.
United. I'm going to that one.
Right.
Shout out to
Let's do 3 cities in a row here because Brighton and Watford at home. That's 2 wins for City. Like done and dusted.
and Leeds away. I'm
Leeds
sorry.
away, done and dusted. That's 9 points for City. And while they have those games, we have our 2 biggest rivals and a Newcastle away. This 3-game period could be what decides the league. Now,
Mm,
we beat Man United at home. We beat the Ev at home, which I'm going to, by the way. We're beating the
same.
Ev. We're beating the Ev.
No, I think
Surely.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, it would just be so them, wouldn't it?
No, there's no world where they beat us. They draw. No, we're beating them. They're shit.
We do owe them for last year at home, to be fair.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
stuff
last
them.
year away, knobheads.
Yeah. Right, we're beating them. Now, Newcastle away genuinely scares me. Genuinely scares me.
I'm more happy about Newcastle away than I am Villa away, to be honest. I just
Really?
think, yeah, I think so. I back us against Newcastle. I just
Yeah,
think
so do I, but I don't think it's going to be easy.
Eddie Howe's style of play, I just think plays into our hands.
Right, we're playing Newcastle at home. We beat them. City then go on to Newcastle at home. Sorry, we're playing them away. We beat them. Newcastle at home for City. They'll beat them.
Yeah.
We can't say we're going to beat them. Then City are going to struggle. City will beat Newcastle too.
The thing is, I think it plays more into our hands than it does into City's because I just think as they're going away from home, they'll sit back. They'll go proper Brexit.
Yeah, but they're going to do that against us as well.
No, they won't because they're at home.
Oh, well, true. No,
Eddie
listen.
Howe at home. Eddie Howe at home's a fraud.
You think Newcastle gets something?
No.
Okay.
But no chance. But
right.
Yeah, I think they're more likely to get it against City than they are against us.
Right. So then good. Okay. Then we go on to Spurs at home. Like Spurs are decent, but we beat Spurs at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. And we
Very
owe
good.
them as well. We owe them for that dodgy bloody Paul Tierney red card.
Yeah. Right. Southampton out away, we beat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This video's
so.
going to
I think Southampton's season will be dead by then. It'll be dead anyway. It's pretty much dead and buried anyway.
It will be dead. It will be dead.
Apart from who they got. Do they get through to the? They're not in anything, are they? They're done and dusted now.
Now listen, we beat Southampton away, and then City have to go to the Olympic Stadium and play West Ham. That is a difficult game by all accounts. We lost there. I think City drop points there. I think it's a draw in that game.
Yeah, I'll be willing to say draw. My man Jared Bowen scoring, by the way.
Right.
Jared Bowen is scoring a goal.
Now, let me do some quick mathematics. So we have predicted Liverpool win, draw, win, 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 win. So we're going 3, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 20, 22 points going into the final game of the season.
I'd be willing to say I'd throw in a draw for realism because I think we might draw against one of Villa or Newcastle.
Right. So do you want to say 19 points for Liverpool?
It would be if we were on 22, then it would be 20.
20, right. So 20 points for Liverpool would put us on 89 points with 1 game left. Now we're saying City will win, draw 4. You're saying Wolves win, right?
I'm going to go Wolves win. I'll back it.
So 4, 7, 10, 13. You're saying Newcastle draw or win?
No.
Right.
City are beating Newcastle.
West Ham get a draw?
We'll say draw.
17. So in the time we get 20, City gets 17. That puts City on 87 points going into the final game of the season. So the Premier League table would look like Liverpool 89 first, City second, 87. We play Wolves at home. They play Villa at home. What are we saying?
Coutinho!
Well, you know, what we've predicted here, and we've given ourselves a draw as well, 2 draws. We're predicting that we won't need a Villa result if we win against Wolves. Or draw,
That
in
is
fact.
true. I would be so nervous for that game. It would be. I still think we would win the game because I think we just turn up in big occasions. This team's too experienced now to get worried about a big
Yeah.
occasion.
But let's say City win that game that we've predicted them to lose. They'd only be 1 point ahead of us. And so it'd be as you were, I would say. And then we would need a Villa. In a scenario where Liverpool need a Villa and a Villa favour, I'm telling you, the football scriptwriters have it written. Coutinho winner last minute. Gerrard goes on a fucking mad one. Liverpool win the league. Gerrard gets a taxi up to Villa Park with Ingsy and Coutinho in the back. And he joins the title celebrations. It'd be absolute biblical scenes.
I'd love it, mate. It'd be incredible.
And another thing, I don't know what it is, because it's Wolves at home again. The last time we went to the final day, 18-19, we had Wolves. It didn't go our way. I just feel we're due the good karma of like the opposite result this time. And I just envisage the scenes. And I tell you, the day, hopefully it's the end of May, which it will be, the day Liverpool win the Premier League title on the final day in front of the fans will probably be, in my opinion, the best day in Liverpool history, because I think the long wait, I know we won it a couple of years ago, but let's be honest, it wasn't the same. It really wasn't the same. And for the scenes to actually be in the stadium back as normal, I will cry like a baby. Now, I'm not going to be in the stadium, I doubt, because I'm not lucky enough to get a ticket. But I tell you, I'll be outside that stadium in one of the pubs drinking me fucking heart out. And that's going to be the best day of my life. And for many of us, best day of our lives.
Exactly. But I do you know what, mate? I don't think there'll be like a proper parade because we'll be in the Champions League final. The boys can't get too pissed.
No. Well, yeah, no. I think it'll be proper celebration, but they might leave the drink.
Mate, it's got to be like properly. I'm pretty sure I've got a ticket for the Wolves game as well, which is going to be mad if it happens.
That is going to be scenes. I would sell me soul for a Wolves ticket,
mate. It's incredible.
I genuinely, like if we were winning the league that day, I'm lifting the title. I'd pay up to $5,000 for a ticket.
Yeah, and people will tout them for that, man. It's just mental. Like the touting is ridiculous. I remember for the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona, even though we were 3-0 down, people were selling tickets for like £2,000-3,000. It's like
me. Yeah, well, I'm going to my first Champions League game, the Benfica home leg. I'd love to get to a semi-final, but listen, we'll see what happens. Mate. Imagine Bayern in the semis. Oh, do we know? Will we be first or second leg?
I think we'll be home. I think we might. I don't know, actually.
Let me have a look.
Have a look for us. Fact check it for us, mate.
UCL draw fixtures.
Yes, Fahim. If you bump into me, mate, say hello.
Fahim the Dream.
Fahim the Dream.
Where's the graphic for this? I'll have tickets for the last 3 games. Oh, Fahim. Things you love to see, hermano.
Oh, I think I'm doing United, Everton, Spurs, and Wolves. And I'm not doing Champions League. Because,
we're home first. Okay. That's a bit sticky.
Yeah, I still back it, though, because we were home first in 2019. And we drew 0-0, but we went there and we battered them.
Listen, the Bayern's going to be tough. And I know people say, oh, you can't look past Benfica. Yes, you fucking can. Again, if we don't beat Benfica,
mate,
we don't deserve to win anything.
Clipped. Paddy, you're getting clipped if we lose.
We're not going to fucking lose to Benfica.
If we lose, we are getting clipped.
Yeah, well, clip me all you want. It's not going to come back to bite me because we're going to smash Benfica. They are Darwin Núñez FC.
True. They've got several like really talented players, obviously, but it's all.
By the way, Diogo Jota will be going to the World Cup.
What was the score in that? Who did they play?
It's 2-0, 70 minutes gone. So,
who are they playing?
North Macedonia.
Ah, well, yeah, I think this should be okay. I think
Bruno Fernandes with both goals.
Really?
Hello, Craig. How are we, sir? Bonjour. Craig, we've deciphered that Liverpool are winning the league.
I think we deciphered this. Like
23 points out of the last 9 games.
I don't think that's out of possibility, but I also I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility that City go and win all of their games either. Because they just, when they're angry, they're annoyingly good. Like, we need a lot of things to go our way in this league title race. I genuinely don't think. I think we need luck, mate. I think we need some luck.
Do you think the Liverpool City game could have more of a bigger knock on than just the result? Do you think it could be significant in terms of mentality and all this?
Oh, mate, I think 100%. I mean, I think us going top if we beat Watford, it will be a big
Holy
psychological
shit!
thing.
No matter what, if we beat Watford, we're top for a little bit. I get to do my dance. Come on,
mate. If you are you going to dance to the Champions League music at the Benfica game? Imagine the amount of shit you get for that.
Why would I do that?
You got to dance when the Champions League music comes on.
Oh yeah, true. No, at the start of the season or anytime Liverpool went top of the league this season, I'd done like a specific TikTok. It was like it's like a funny music, and they always banged. But the first time I done it was after the second game when we were ahead of United by a point. But I haven't been able to do it since because City have been on top and we've been away. But to get back on top of that league, no matter how little time it's for, is significant. And you never know, that could put the shitters up City ahead of Burnley. And you never know, we could be there for the week.
Mate,
Craig the holiday merchant.
Mate, if there's anything to be a merchant of, it's a holiday.
It is.
Everyone loves a holiday.
Or Venice.
That's a Shakespeare joke.
Yeah. Good, isn't
That's
it?
culture, that is, mate.
Thank you. Football heritage. This is Shakespeare heritage. Merchant of Venice, baby. Now, Craig deserves the holidays, to be fair. He's a good man. He works his whole off. And, yeah, he saves us from ever doing solo shows, which is, thank you.
Mate, Paddy's still got PTSD from the old, from the draw.
No, listen, no, watch-alongs on your own are okay, but to do a show like this on your own, that's a different kettle of fish, man. No one wants to see that from me.
I mean, it's difficult with two. Like, it's like who takes the roles, who goes.
I love when there's four. When it's me, you, Craig, and Kyle or someone, It's great. You get so much times of not speaking. It's like, I'm just going to sit here and look handsome.
You always do, mate. All the time.
What can I say? Thank you.
You got Germany top on today? Is that what you're sporting?
Yeah, that is good. That is super fantastic.
Is that one of the newer ones, or is it an old?
No, it's a goalkeeper top.
I love it, mate. I'm sporting a Norwegian team.
Oh yeah, that one. You found that in the charity shop merchant.
Yeah, charity shop merchant, mate. Honestly, charity shop and DHK merchant. Never pay more than £20 for a kit.
Listen, I respect it. I just have to wear the real ones. It doesn't help that I'm a fat fucker though. I kind of need to buy the real ones because the size of the small ones and the fake ones don't really fit.
No, it gets to it. But mate, the more charity matches you're playing, the more it comes. Holland won, Germany won.
Friendly, isn't it?
No one cares. Is Virgil playing?
I'd imagine so.
Oh, maybe not because he doesn't like the tactics. See that? By the way, more confirmation on what Craig spat out on the 18th of Jan. David Lynch came out and said today that he really expects Carvalho to be done and dusted. By the way, I have survived the night.
Thank God.
I've not got the chop. Wouldn't have been a paddy show. David Lynch has come out and said he expects Carvalho to be a Liverpool player at the end of the season for around a £10 million fee. Paddy, you're happy with that? I think it's something that we all obviously knew and expected, but Carvalho coming in is decent.
Yeah, no, I'm happy it's done. As obviously the Lord himself in January kind of gave us the early nod to this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting him done. And he also scored and assisted tonight for the Portugal 21, so the man's a bloody baller. But by the way, I've just dropped the Premier League tier list in the private chat there, predicting the season, who'll finish where. I know it's like
a bit late.
On, but a bit of fun,
And we might do that. We'll do that later on in the stream to finish off for a bit of fun. Why not? We have to stink up the gaff a little bit more whilst Craig isn't here.
Absolutely.
Do you think 10 million's a lot? Obviously, he's out of contract at the end of the season, but I mean, if we were looking to pay for last summer, it would probably be 15 million. So I think that's probably how they view
No,
it. Is that he's a young talent that Jurgen Klopp certainly wants, and they don't want to go to a
yeah,
tribunal.
yeah. Listen, if you don't sign him now, you wait. You know, he goes and performs at a high level for another team. He demands like 50, 60 million. So I think it's a good deal now. Obviously, it might seem like a lot for someone who has only played a couple of seasons, but no, it'll prove to be a good price. You know, we look at the Jude Bellingham stuff a few years ago. We could have got him for a cheap price, and now someone is going to end up signing him for 100 million. So it's smart to do business now for a youngster. They've clearly identified his quality, and we've seen he's performed for Fulham, he's performed for the Portugal 21. So you know, vamos Carvalho.
Mr. Holden sent me a WhatsApp. What's he been saying? Oh, he's made some bank. To be fair, big up Craig. Craig's good at betting, man. I couldn't do it. I'm too tight on my money. I've got to keep it. Why have I gone so bright?
I tried to bet, but I can't because I'm shit at it, so I don't.
Oh, I'm just terrible. Talking of Trent, Paddy. What are you searching for? What's happening here?
Huh?
Talking of Trent, apparently he won't be available. Obviously, as we mentioned earlier, and he's touch and go for the Manchester City game. Now, you mentioned earlier that you wouldn't think it'd be too bad a miss if Trent was out. But would you like to elaborate on that? Do you think
Well,
Gomez would provide
I
more
will
solid
elaborate
power?
for you, Christian. What I'll say is, if I was to rank Liverpool players in terms of who we'd miss most, Trent isn't in the top 3, 4, 5. I think players we'd miss most in a game against City would go
In the game against City, all right, we're
in the game
clarifying that.
against City. In the game against City, the players we'd miss most. You're gonna have Alisson ahead of him, Van Dijk, Thiago, Fabinho, and
Salah, probably.
one of the front three. Yeah, whatever front three. There's
Salah.
5 there automatically.
Yeah, but I still think Trent is very, very important when it comes to
No, of course.
creating. I think all of it's really difficult picking a star out of this team because they all have phases, like, and
By
they're
the
all
way,
one big collective.
if people disagree with that, go ahead. I'd be intrigued to hear. Like if you like, I love Trent. Trent's obviously class. He's so good going forward. The chances he creates, the chances he makes. But I think we have to acknowledge at times he can be suspect defensively and get caught out. And
But
teams
that's
do
not.
target him. And if City come and target that side, we could get bummed.
I agree. I agree with the fact that if City target, I don't think he's suspect defensively. I think the role he plays is suspect defensively because
Okay,
you see,
yeah, okay, that's a fair shout.
if he plays where Joe Gomez plays, he's absolutely fine. Because one-on-one defending, Trent is absolutely sound. Like there is, like I think he's made more interceptions than a lot of. I think it's pretty much all defenders in the Premier League. But yeah, I just think the role he plays, he's been allowed so much creative freedom, which helps Liverpool so much on the offensive, and not so much on the defensive. But I don't think he's our best free kick taker. You know, I
Who is?
don't.
Yeah, he is.
We haven't got any good ones.
He's definitely but that's why he's the best.
That's true. Actually, I suppose thinking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. By the way, I hate when Salah tries to take them. It's a bit like Ronaldo taking them from United now. You can't take free kicks, mate. You don't have the swaz. You don't have the technique. Like Trent is a free
I'd love
kick
to see
player.
Fabinho get behind one.
No, why doesn't Van Dijk get behind one? He took them for
He
Celtic.
did, and he hit the wall, and it was terrible. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Van Dijk, go on, take a free kick, Verge." He hits the wall straight away.
And
Like,
can I just say something controversial? I want Fabinho to be our penalty taker from now on. He's the best penalty taker at the club.
I agree, but I also think that Mo Salah has got an incredible record. So I don't. I think what's if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's kind of
Does he make you feel a little bit shaky?
yeah. He always does. But his penalty tactic is but that's the thing. His penalties taken is unorthodox. He just bangs it. But that's like penalties are a lottery as well. Like to be fair, it doesn't take a genius to score a penalty. You could sub me on a Champions League final, and I could conceivably score a penalty. You don't have to be a good footballer to score a penalty.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's a fair assessment by RSH.
Yeah, I think you just got to be, fair enough.
He won't be on the pitch.
Actually, to be fair, I say James Milner's our best penalty taker at the club.
Nah, Fabinho.
James Milner I think is one of the best in the world.
Milner's better than Milner's better than most
if it was a pressure pen, I would put Milner on it above Fabinho.
What?
If it was a pressure penalty and I had the choice, I'd have Milner on it.
Ahead of Fabinho?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. That's probably because Fabinho done a Panenka in the Carabao Cup final and made me shit myself.
It was good though. It was good. Respect him. I'd say Milner at the top. But yeah, it's each their own. He doesn't play that much anymore, so that's fair enough. Should we get on with? Oh, there was a question in the chat here. Put me on screen at no balls. Nice. Cheers for that, mate.
Tiernan's a good lad.
Big up Tiernan. I don't know who you are. Is he one of your mates?
He's my editor.
Ah, shout out to Tiernan.
Yeah, you could say that. He's a good lad.
Someone said I can't find the comment, but who would be your front three for City?
All the more reason now because Trent might be out. Bobby Firmino down the middle is 100%. Diaz down the left is 100%, and Mohamed Salah down the right is 100%. That is the front three I want to see.
I think he's the most likely front three as well. And I think Jota comes on in the last 20, 30 minutes if we need a goal, even if we don't.
I think people are kind of, spot on. There we go. LFC Harry, ball fam.
You got a profile picture of Craig as well.
Yeah, I just noticed that at the end there. Sorry. But yeah, no, I think Diaz for me is ahead of Mane now. I don't care what anyone says. There's no world in which Mane starts ahead of Diaz in a big game. And I'm sorry. I'm sick of these nostalgia merchants saying, no, Mane. No. Diaz is a better option right now. Diaz also took City's team for a walk in the Champions League against Porto a couple of years ago and scored a banger. So he has previous at the Etihad. I think Bobby is so important for his chance creation, his coming deep to make space for the Salahs and the Diaz's of this world. Now, if Bobby doesn't play, I don't mind seeing Mane on the left because if Bobby does play, I don't mind seeing Mane on the left because that is the O3 front three where Bobby has thrived, where he creates the space for Diaz or Salah and Mane. So I think Bobby's a must for City. I really think he is. I also want to see him play against Watford to get him in the mould.
Yeah. I would argue that Luis Diaz doesn't need space.
He creates his own. Yeah, true.
But I think that's why Firmino works so well with Mane and Salah. I think because those two both like to stretch teams, whereas I think Diaz has the capability to do that. I do think he does have the capability to do that, but at the same time, create his own chances, create his own space. He's much more of a primary creator than Mane specifically. I think Salah's improving. I disagree. Bobby's the best one for ball retention. However much he's sometimes frustrating and he loses the ball. Apologies if I've gone a bit dark in here. My lighting's a bit weird today. I think Bobby's the best in ball retention in big games. Jota's first touch is bad. I love Jota, right? He's one of my favourite players, but his first touch is awful, and we're going to need to keep the ball.
I think if you're talking about losing the ball, I think Jota loses the ball a serious amount. He doesn't hold up the ball. He loses the ball an awful lot. I know what you're saying about Bobby. He can lose it, but I think Bobby gets it back at times as well. It's a big decision. This City game could decide the league title, and it's a big decision, and I just think, Klopp loves a big decision ahead of a big game, and starting Bobby out of nowhere is the big decision that I think he'll do.
I think as well, Jota will make a bigger impact in the half an hour that if he is brought on for than he will in the whole 90. If he was playing for 60 minutes, I don't think he would make as much of an impact as he would in that half an hour.
Yeah, I agree. You have Bobby on there for the initial, getting involved in the game and dictating the play. And then if we need a goal in the second half, it's a draw, we're 1-0 down, you bring on Jota, who's a bagsman, and he got a goal.
Exactly. If you want a chance to fall to anybody, I even above Salah for me, I think if you want a chance to fall to someone in the 18-yard box anywhere, give it Jota. He's unbelievable. And imagine the scenes. Imagine it. Paddy.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it'd be nice for the script writing, but I don't think we'll be seeing Divock against City in any
I don't
capacity.
think we will, to be honest.
Not if
Unless
the game is in the attendancy.
I reckon if there's 5 minutes to go and it's 0-0, you have to send him on. Like there's no if buts or maybes about it. You have
But
to.
I think you don't because you'll have Jota ahead of him.
Yeah, but you have to send him on. Like you put Jota on, yeah, but you have to. Like if it's the last 5 minutes, you want Origi there.
Milner at right back.
Milner.
No.
I play Gomez.
He
every
lost
time.
us the league title the last time he started there. Well, I know that's harsh, but he was bad against City that time. No, Milner not a right back. Can you imagine Milner? Milner will get fucking road raw.
He was last time at Anfield.
Yeah, no. Milner cannot play right. If Milner starts at right back, I'm not watching the game.
Foden absolutely had him on toast, and he should have been sent off in that game, Milner.
I'm subbing on Div for vibes alone. Yeah, fair. I like the vibes. You know what?
Yeah,
Start Div at right back. Yeah, Foden tore Milner a new one. Like, we love Milner. Milner's a guy you maybe start it or bring on against the Burnley to see the game out. You don't start Milner
honestly,
against the best Premier League team of all time.
If we're winning by a goal, I bring Milner on for the last 10 minutes against anyone. It doesn't matter.
Milner's not a game changer anymore. That's fair to say.
He's a game stabler.
Yeah, a game stabilizer.
That's it. Journalist over here can't even.
And he should have had a red card that time. Yeah, that's true. That is.
100%.
City fans always bring that up, by the way. We go about a City decision that they get, and next thing is like, yeah, but Milner should have got a fucking red card. Yeah, that doesn't mean that's not a decisive factor. That doesn't mean like they're gonna lose the game. Then you fucking mank twats. By the way, also, did you see City today tweeted about a general sale for away tickets for Atletico Madrid? How fucking tin pot is that club, by the way?
Yeah.
They're selling tickets for an away Champions League quarter-final. If I wanted to get an away ticket to Benfica, I'd have to sell me grandmother.
Bless her. How much would she bring in? Like,
not a lot. She's dead. That's a clip, Connor. Clip that up. That's a clip. If you don't, I will.
Not a lot, because she's dead. Bless her.
You teed me up well for that, to be fair.
I did. Parrot's last kick screamer, apparently.
Troy Parrott, what a boy. That definitely means it was a tap-in.
No one actually cares. It's a friendly.
Portugal have qualified for the World Cup. Diogo Jota FC are going to Qatar. Cristiano Ronaldo will get his World Cup swan song where he'll do fuck all. But yeah.
Oh my God. No one actually, like, it's just, they're always going to win that game. Like, no one cares.
Ireland have just struggled against a Lithuania side that conceded to San Marino a few days ago.
Yeah, but you drew against Belgium, Paddy. You drew against Belgium, so it's fine.
Another win for Ireland, though. Well, not over just yet.
Another one in the cabinet. Another one in the cabinet.
Another one, thank you.
Mate. England. England, like, I honestly care more about Ireland's friendly than England's friendly. Well, and they're both completely irrelevant to me. Tyrone Mings scored.
He is the most overrated defender in the world.
As RSH says.
What a shit defender. Anyway, do you want to move on to that tier list?
Yeah, let's do it. We're in tier list season for the last couple of
wrap things up. Tiernan, the stream is in the. Well, I might stream COD, but there's nothing on FIFA tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, are you not on FIFA tonight, or?
No, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Do career mode, mate.
I had a banging tweet there the other day. Unreal.
What happened? What?
I tweeted, if Liverpool win the quadruple, they'll officially be the best team in the history of the game. Unreal. Sitting on nearly 3,000 likes. Big dub.
I love that. Right, let's see if this actually works. Right, let me scroll down. Oh my God, it's a bit like zoomed in. Oh, we got Crosby like able to block it out. Ads kind of vibes.
Connor, are you ready to block the ads?
I don't think he's here anymore, to be fair.
He will be. Connor's always on the job. We'll get confirmation from Connor before we move on.
Yeah, we'll make sure Connor gets in here and starts blocking the ads before we do it. But
just
anything
to,
else to discuss? What on earth are you thinking? I think you're waffling.
By the way, just to reiterate, we've crunched the numbers. We've seen where the points will be won and lost, and we can confirm that Liverpool Football Club will be winning the Premier League.
It's done.
That means Connor's here, isn't it? Did you put that up?
No, I put that up.
Fuck's sake. Let me text him.
Message him, Paddy. Message him. Get him on. Where's these ad blockers? He made them so perfectly.
Yeah, Craig won't appreciate the free ads. To be fair, we don't give any free promo. If you want to be promoted on this channel, you pay big bucks, as you should.
Block the ads with pictures of Craig. That'd be a great idea.
Jake, I have no fodder for the campaign bag picks. To be fair, shambles.
Yeah. Do you what formation do you run on FIFA, Paddy?
3-5-2 right now. Mad.
3-5-2. You're a football this is.
Man, I'm actually so sad for Salah. I really am.
Oh, this screen sharing is making me lag like hell. I'm literally lagging. Right, there we go.
You're terrible. Your internet is shocking.
Yeah, can you screen share, please? Mate, we're just going to have to give him this. Chris Stone Edge. Hello. That's not my name. It's close, though. It's close. I've just got a really strange name, to be fair. I'm still lagging this bloody internet.
Is my screen up?
No, I can put it up, though. You haven't even shared it yet. There we go. Right, should we do it? Let's do it.
It's a bit big.
There we go. This will do. Zoom out.
We're going to do quick fire. We have who'll be champ. We're going to go from relegation to top. So who's getting relegated and why is it Norwich, Watford, and who are we saying is the third team?
Everton.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be Everton though.
Everton are going down, mate. There we go. Crosby's here.
No, come on.
Everton are going down, Paddy.
Let's put Burnley in there.
Everton.
No.
Mate, tell me where Everton are getting a point. They're not getting one.
Fine. Right. 16th to 17th, we have Burnley, Brentford.
Actually, yeah, to be fair, I should just let you do it because apparently I bully you to do the picks.
Burnley, Brentford, and who else in the 16th to 17th? Southampton, maybe?
Well, mate, there's only 2 positions. You fucking dim.
Sorry. Right. Fuck off. Right. Lower mid, we have Southampton, Palace. Well, maybe not. Let me know. Brighton. Who?
Yeah. I'm just going to have a look at the tables. All right.
12, 13, 14, 15. So 4. And maybe we stick. Oh, Leeds. Sorry. No. Oh, Leeds.
Oh, yeah. Leeds.
Leeds down here. Brentford here.
Yeah, probably.
We'll do it in order, actually. So it'll be like this, won't it? Oh, you can't really do it in order.
I think Brentford will be all right. Sorry.
Right. 8th to 11th, which is mid-table. I have Newcastle finishing mid-table with Villa.
Yeah, Newcastle. I reckon Newcastle will finish 11th.
8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. We have Leicester in here as well.
Newcastle, Leicester, Villa, Wolves.
Wolves?
Actually, West Ham.
Yeah, I think West Ham because Europa League.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Right,
enough.
Europa, 5th place to 7th place. We have
for me.
United.
Wolves. I reckon Wolves finish 7th, United finish 6th.
And who's finishing 5th?
Oh, it would be very
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
A lot quicker than I anticipated.
It would be very Arsenal to bottle it, though, wouldn't it?
Do you think Spurs? Okay, let's do it. Just to piss off the Arsenal fans.
Yeah, cry more. That's a false positive pick right there.
Right, and then we're going Spurs in 4th.
Yeah, I think they'll do it. Screw it.
Chelsea 3rd. And City 2nd.
Man City 2nd. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Muchas gracias, afición. There we go, boys. As per Anfield agenda, this is your Premier League table. In first place, Liverpool, followed by City, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal bottle it, United are shit. Then you have Wolves, Newcastle, Villa, Leicester, West Ham, Southampton,
The other way round,
Brighton,
probably that one.
Brentford, Burnley, Leeds, and then Everton are going down.
Paddy's brother is crying.
Right, I'm gonna get another tier list while we're waiting. Any suggestions?
No,
for a tier
we've
list?
only got 5 minutes left. I reckon we save it for Thursday before Craig gets back.
But actually, you're right. You're right. That's it. If we get that spot on, we deserve we deserve money.
Right, we did.
Tier table merchants, Rehan. When you don't have Craig and you have to do a couple of shows, absolutely.
We are. What's wrong with tier tables, mate?
Tier table merchants. Actually, speaking of tiers, you're tiering right now, Rehan. Butch. No, I'm joking. I just can't wait for football to return. Is this the last international break for the season now?
I think so, yeah. And then we've got the World Cup in the winter. We've got we have got, by the way, just for post depression, we have got a 3-month international break in where football should be amazing.
I know,
between November and Boxing Day, or 1.5 months, or whatever it is.
World Cup draws on Friday. Well, I'm Irish, so that means nothing to me.
And I hate international football. So.
You're non-nationality.
I am no. I identify as whoever's playing England.
But you're English.
Exactly. I hate them.
It's so fucking weird.
I hope they lose, mate. I go into every game hoping they lose.
But it baffles me.
It does, mate. But that's how it is. It's how it is.
But why though?
I just don't like them. I just don't like England. I don't like England fans.
I've heard that a lot before. Some people don't like England because of their fans. The fans,
the whole culture, people sticking England flags in their window. That's weird behaviour.
Chris is like Ben AFC. That's what I was thinking.
Who's Ben AFC?
He's an Arsenal fan who also hates England, but he's English.
Respect Ben. Ben's got good knowledge.
Chris is gonna get cooked by the English in the comments.
Don't care.
Okay. That's mad. So you don't support any national team?
Nope. If I had to support anyone, it'd be Wales, because I live in Wales.
If England were playing Wales, you support Wales?
100%. 100%. In fact, I would go and sit in the Welsh stand and sing the Welsh national anthem, because I actually know that. I know the Welsh national anthem.
Do you support England in any other sport?
Cricket. But that is the English and Welsh board, so I can...
How can you be anti-English and fucking watch cricket?
No, I'm anti-English football.
Cricket, though? You fucking all right,
I used to play cricket.
Cricket is fucking awful.
Mate, mate. I could say
there's some sports oh no, but what can you say cricket has
skill?
But I'm not disputing the skill factor, but it's
mate,
fucking awful to watch.
Have you ever been to a 2020 match, mate?
You couldn't pay me 20 grand to fucking go to a cricket game,
mate. You would, because you just get pissed.
Cricket. Craig, Chris, will you hurry up and come back? Look what I'm dealing with here. We're talking about cricket at the end of the stream.
Look, listen to this man. This man knows.
Listen, Robbie, this is why you'll never make it on this channel. You can't be a cricket merchant and come on here.
Cricket merchant.
I would rather, you know what? I would rather watch 2 actual crickets have sex than watch cricket itself. Genuinely.
Does that happen? Do crickets have sex?
Let me Google it. Do crickets have sex? Female crickets are promiscuous, mating up to 40 times with a single partner, but also hopping out for the occasional dangerous liaison. Regardless, DNA tests of the next generation showed that even the most successful cricket lovers produce only a handful of offspring from hundreds of eggs. The rest get eaten. That sounds kinky. I'm in.
Mate.
My searches later on is going to be a bit sus still.
You actually Google, you type those words in.
Yeah.
You type those words in.
Yeah. People want to know.
Oh my goodness me. I love it. Anyway, that takes us up to the end of the stream. If what? Oh, Craig's actually done the Googling as well. We love to see it.
Listen, I want to keep everyone informed. I don't want to ask a question that doesn't get answered. You know what I mean?
Mate, it's Paddy Attenborough. You know what I'm saying?
Here we have the wild Chris Stonage, who is indeed an Englishman but doesn't support his country, but rather watches fucking cricket. Chris is a strange fucking breed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for this evening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Again, I'm actually not
I
sure.
don't think
No,
we
I
are
think
back
it's
tomorrow.
Thursday.
It's
We'll be back
Thursday.
on Thursday. And Craig will be back on Friday. Thank you for watching. Good night and God bless.